Welcome, future explorers of the unknown. Today we're embarking on a thrilling journey into the future of motorcycles. Will hydrogen engines be the future of motorcycles? Well, fasten your seatbelts, or in this case your helmet straps, because we're about to dive headfirst into the electrifying world of hydrogen-powered engines. And for all you curious minds out there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of the exciting updates we have in store. Ready? Let's rev up the engines and get started. Our adventure begins with an announcement that shook the motorcycle industry to its core. On May 17th, 2023, four legendary names in the world of two-wheelers, Yamaha, Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, came together in an unprecedented partnership. This collaboration effort gave birth to a research group known as HISE, which stands for Hydrogen Small Mobility and Engine Technology. This partnership represents a giant leap towards unlocking the potential of hydrogen-powered motorcycles equipped with internal combustion engines. But before we dive too deep into the realm of possibilities, let's address the formidable challenges that loom on the horizon. To shed light on these challenges, we consulted the expertise of Michael Liebreich, a distinguished sustainability guru and former UN advisor. First and foremost, let's talk about the elephant in the room: storage. Gaseous hydrogen, the lifeblood of these engines, presents a formidable space challenge. It demands significantly more real estate compared to your run-of-the-mill petrol tank to cover the same distance. Imagine having to haul around a tank that's 3 times the size just to keep up with your conventional gas-guzzling counterparts. That's a considerable chunk of cargo space dedicated solely to fuel. To tackle this storage dilemma, some forward thinkers propose the utilization of liquid hydrogen. Now, this might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a viable solution, at least in theory. Liquid hydrogen, however, has its own set of challenges. It requires cryogenic storage, chilling at a bone-numbing minus 252.9 degrees Celsius. But here's the catch. As heat seeps in from the engine and the surrounding environment, the liquid hydrogen can start to evaporate inside the tank, a phenomenon aptly named boil-off. And trust me, venting hydrogen is a big no-no. It's not just a risk of explosions, it's also a potent greenhouse gas. So managing this cryogenic conundrum is a puzzle our engineers must solve to ensure safety and efficiency. Now let's talk about another critical factor: flame speed. Inside the combustion chamber, achieving a precisely timed and efficient burn is paramount. In traditional engines, the fuel-air mixture ignites with the piston at just the right moment. Hydrogen, however, likes to play it fast and furious. If you were to introduce hydrogen into a standard engine without modifications, you'd end up with a cacophonous knocking mess. You see, the spark needs to hit the bullseye with pinpoint accuracy. That's why hydrogen-powered engines require special timing mechanisms and fuel injectors tailored for this fiery fuel. But wait, there's more to the hydrogen story. Hydrogen burns at incredibly high temperatures, and this brings about its own set of challenges. Notably, it can lead to the production of more nitrous oxide, better known as N2O. Now, here's the kicker. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency informs us that 1 pound of N2O packs a climate-warming punch 265 times greater than just 1 pound of carbon dioxide. Talk about adding fuel to the global warming fire. So, we're not just dealing with an uptick in heat, we're also facing a substantial climate conundrum. So while the notion of hydrogen-powered motorcycles is undoubtedly exhilarating, our Big Four manufacturers have their work cut out for them. They must find a way to make these machines efficient, cost-effective, and environmentally friendly. And we haven't even scratched the surface of the challenges tied to sourcing hydrogen and constructing the necessary refueling infrastructure. Will they triumph? Only time will unveil the answer. Now let's zoom in on what each of the Big Four giants is bringing to the table in this groundbreaking partnership. Honda, for instance, will focus on research on the model-based development of hydrogen-powered engines. They're essentially the brains behind the operation, crunching the numbers and figuring out how to make these engines work. Honda's mission is not a walk in the park. They have to model and simulate every aspect of these hydrogen-powered engines from combustion to emissions. Picture engineers huddled around computer screens running complex simulations to ensure every component works harmoniously. Suzuki, on the other hand, is diving deep into the elements. They're conducting an element study on functionality, performance, and reliability of the hydrogen-powered engines. It's like being in a high-stakes chemistry lab where they're trying to figure out how the various components will react under the extreme conditions of a hydrogen-powered engine. Think about it. They're not just building engines, they're exploring uncharted territories, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with hydrogen combustion. Will these engines stand the test of time? Suzuki is determined to find out. Meanwhile, Yamaha and Kawasaki are getting their hands dirty with their research. They're not satisfied with just simulations and studies. They're taking the bold step of using real hydrogen engines to test functionality, performance, and reliability. Picture this: Yamaha and Suzuki engineers wearing their blue and green uniforms, working tirelessly in their labs, meticulously assembling and testing hydrogen engines. They're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk. Now let's talk about infrastructure. Yamaha will be looking into the infrastructure needed for a hydrogen refueling system. It's not just about building the engines, it's about creating an entire ecosystem that can support these new bikes. Think about the network of refueling stations that will need to spring up. Imagine the engineering challenges of safely storing and dispensing hydrogen. Additionally, Kawasaki will be studying the auxiliary equipment that'll be required for fuel supply and tanks, and the equipment installed between the fuel tank and the injector. Much work to be done indeed. Hydrogen is just one of the alternative fuels being considered for development in the motorbike industry. Governments worldwide are pushing for greener options to replace traditional petrol and diesel engines. One alternative gaining traction is carbon-neutral e-fuel. It's appealing because it can slot into the existing infrastructure without a major overhaul. Many manufacturers are also exploring battery-powered electric motorbikes, which have been making waves with their silent but powerful rides. In conclusion, the world of motorcycle engineering is entering a new era, and hydrogen engines are at the forefront of this revolution. The Big Four's partnership, while fraught with challenges, represents a bold step towards a more sustainable future for motorcycling. As we eagerly await the results of their research and development efforts, one thing is clear: change is on the horizon. Whether hydrogen-powered motorcycles become a reality or not, the pursuit of innovation and sustainability is a journey worth taking. But what do you think? Are you excited about the prospect of riding a hydrogen-powered motorcycle in the future? Or do you prefer the traditional roar of a petrol engine? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of hydrogen engines, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell. We've got plenty more thrilling adventures in the world of technology and innovation coming your way. Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the curiosity burning.